Hello everyone, welcome back to Eviternity. This is map 18, Subterfuge. We're picking up where we left off in map 17 with the floor sinking, as has happened a couple of times. And we're actually getting lowered into a pretty dangerous situation here, so I'm gonna grab this stuff. And you know what, that's fine, I don't need those bullets. But I do want to press this switch and take this teleporter, which is the first secret, and let's just get away from the action. Get some armor and ammo, which is always nice. So, I think I'll just leave this area be for now, and head over this way. And this nightmare demon is following me, or he was, but it's not that big of a deal. So, I think I will go ahead and take this teleporter also. And this is going to bring us to another new area. We're kind of teleporting all over the map, but I'm just trying to grab some supplies right off the bat. This map has 8 secrets, so that's another one right there that you can get. And we're actually right above where I just was and got the berserk. There's that nightmare demon that was following me. So this switch lowers those walls up there, up above like this teleporter, up there. So if we go back to... oh, the nightmare demon's blocking me. Later when we go back to where I went to the first secret, since I can't get back up there right now, we'll be able to reach that area as well and get some more ammo. But for now, I'm just going to head over here. And right next to where we started, there's actually a door which contains the switch that opens the exit, and to open that you need all 3 keys. So that's what we'll be collecting this map. Getting sniped by this Hell Knight behind me. I think I'll, I prefer to punch these guys out, but there's a decent amount of ammo over here, so it's not that bad, and those guys are infightings. Come over here, you can get these platforms lower, which are all pegged as the same secret, and they give you a plasma and cells, which is nice. And I guess the Nightmare Demon won against the Cacodemon. Oh yeah, there's both corpses right there. So, good job him, I guess. There's this Arachnotron, which is kind of strangely positioned. He can't really hit you very well, I feel like. But I do have to kill him, of course. And we'll punch out some imps, getting some low damage rolls there. I think 3 of them didn't die in 1 hit. It's probably about average if like 1 of them survives, but 3 is a little unlucky. Now I'm gonna kill this Arachnotron, and there's some more shells here that I actually don't need, but I will kill the shotgunners here, and then go and grab this rocket launcher. Actually, I already picked one up, but there are more rockets here, which is nice. And I'll kill these revenants. There should be one more. There he is. I guess the Mancubus is gonna show up first, that's fine. Really the only thing I'm missing at this point is a super shotgun. There's also a secret BFG, but we'll get that later. Wow, both those revenants died in 2 punches, didn't they? That's quite lucky, I guess. Makes up for the low berserk rolls earlier. So we can see the first key, red key through here, and this is a red switch, so to get the red key we'll need to go up here where these imps are. Got stuck on this fence. Is there another medikit back here, maybe? Here we go. And I'll grab these shells because I'm not going to come back here. Alright. Now we can get a glimpse back towards the starting area, and there's all the monsters that followed me as I ran from the starting area. So this switch here will lower these walls and allow access to the red key, which when you grab it is of course going to be trapped, and it's nice to have the plasma here and like 300 cells. So it's going to be a bunch of imps coming in on these little gray teleporters. I tried to like block the teleport, but I mean you don't need to. Just, you know, plasma your way through. Grab a health if you need it, and then I'll just SSG the rest. Quite satisfying, and quite a fun fight. There we go. Alright. And Now we can head back this way, or I should say, this path over here leads to the yellow key, but you can actually get there another way, which I will be taking, so the red and yellow areas are connected, even though I won't specifically take that path. There's a pain elemental here. I want to focus on him. Ouch. I keep getting stuck on this fence here. I think... Is there a lost soul? Yeah. Thought so. And there is a Hell Knight back there. Some ammo you can grab over here. And you can hear something raising back there. When you like walk over this step here, a lift back there raises. Or a wall, I guess, lowers actually, not raises. Which will allow you access to a secret, but we can't get to it right now, so just keep that one in mind. And there's a little platform here. When you press this switch, it'll get lowered. And if you're quick, you can actually back off. But I'm not going to do that, because it's kind of a cheese strategy. And then these two doors will open. I'm just going to kill these guys. And then the Mancubus, I'll just SSG. I don't want to back up too far, because there are actually two Archviles back here. Oh, and these guys, yeah. I should have rocketed them, probably. Well, I can still do it from here. Just so preoccupied talking about the Archviles that I forgot about them. Yeah, I believe these guys are from the starting area, and they can just now walk over here. Yeah, there's two Archviles in here. So, he resurrected the Mancubus, that's annoying, but nice double kill at least. Oh, he went all the way over here? No way, the Archvile went all the way over here, right? I guess the Mancubus just walked over there. Interesting. Because I killed him like here-ish, I want to say. Yeah, so there's the Soul Sphere that's a secret, but we still can't get to it, actually. I will be coming back for it later. Well, it looks like the Nightmare Demon got stuck when the platform raised. And now we're back in this area where I briefly teleported to, and then went through here to get the secret, so that's where we are. And this door here is what leads to the room that opens the exit. The exit is actually right next to where you start. So when you run through this hallway, there's going to be some monsters that teleport in. So I just want to focus on the Hell Knight at this end and then make my way down. I think Mancubus is the last one. Alright. Not bad. Let me grab this stuff here. And there's a kind of tree that flips through the floor there. I think that's because the decoration is too close, I want to say. I'm not 100% sure on that, though. We do have Mancubus down here. Some items to grab. This area, once you drop down here, you can't leave before, well, completing it, basically. You can get another super shotgun here. You can actually come here quite quickly from the start, but the reason I didn't want to is because there is an Annihilator. But yeah, he's guarding the super shotgun, so you have to get past him. Oh, that was dumb. Should not have done that. Not need the 8 shells that badly. Alright, so there's that. And the switch over here, among other things, also raised this lift. So normally when you press this switch it would just not raise up very far, but now it will raise up all the way. And I hear a Nightmare Demon, who I'm guessing is down here, because now we're back at the start. Are you here? Yep. So now if we take this teleporter again, like I said, we can reach this area, which is a secret, and you can also go through this teleporter here in front of me, which I went through on the ground level, but I want to do something else first to kind of show some context for what that does. So you can see a BFG up there, where I just killed the shotgunner. And basically with that switch lets you get to the BFG, but it's kind of a... It's like connected to another area that I want to show first, because I think it makes more sense that way. So to get to there, we'll need to drop down here, but I want a red suit for that, which I left one down here. There we go. So if we head over here and drop down here, there's a Hell Knight. Some Cacodemons behind me as well. I want to kill you. And there's some imps over there, but they're stuck. This map is quite dark in some parts, such as this one. I believe I killed both of them. And up here there's another shotgunner, as well as a berserk. And this teleporter will take you up here. So there's the BFG, but you can't get to it from here. There we go, had to kill the Caco. But this switch will open some doors down there. So I just wanted to show that off first, because the switch in the other secret that lets you get to the BFG will lower that switch that I just pressed. So it's kind of confusing. There's some secrets in this map that are a little bit confusing, but yeah, now if we go back there, back this way, right? And then here, we can teleport through here and press this to get to the BFG, which will be nice for a couple upcoming sections. Oh, hello. Seems like these guys woke up. That switch, whoa, hello. That switch that I pressed up there, that I was talking about opening the doors, open these doors here. Which has an Archvile, Shotgunners, and Revenants. Ouch, I thought he would die. And another super shotgun. Some items that I'll need to grab, and some ammo. Alright, so there's actually 2 more secrets you can reach from here. So the first one, you press on this panel, lowers this wall here. And if you jump down here, run across the damaging floor, there's a secret here with a backpack and some cells, which will be nice for our BFG once I go get that. But first, there's a column here which has a blinking switch behind it, which is pretty difficult to see, but if you shoot that, it will make it so you can lower this lift here. Grab this stuff, and then head up here. We're now on the other side of this little pit, and you can go this way. Now we're on the other side of these like barriers by the starting area. And that lowers these walls with some shotgunners, nightmare demons. Hello, nightmare demons. I'll punch you, why not? So yeah, we've kind of gone on like a secret hunting spree. But we will get back to the key hunting action soon. So this teleporter takes you over here. That actually lowers this wall, so now we're back here, where the soul sphere is. And now, with all this done, we can finally actually reach it by running up here. That causes this little wall to lower. And we can grab it, and then press on this to get out. And then I'll go back this way. I like this MIDI. It's kind of like peaceful. I feel like well, compared to map 17, it's definitely a more peaceful atmosphere in this one. But, I mean, even I think compared to Eviternity on the whole, it's a pretty nice and peaceful MIDI. So there is the second to last secret, which gets us this BFG, which will be nice for the yellow key section over here. There are some fingernails here. I guess I can shoot a BFG shot, I have a whole lot of cells. I'll BFG you, and then I think there's an imp here. Oh, and I meant to show it off that the imp in this little cubby up here is actually stuck, but I ended up BFGing him instead. But that's fine. So there's a yellow switch here that we can't press yet, because we don't have the yellow key, of course. It's up there. When you start to walk up here, this floor will lower, and if that Hell Knight was still alive, he would be harassing you. But you can just shoot the switch to get out. And there's some items to grab here. When you go far enough forward, there'll be some specters. Back here. Oh, I cannot really tell how many there are. I think that's all of them. So, kill these guys. Ouch, that was dumb. And grab some more items. This switch will basically let you loop back around and also lower the yellow key. So we can grab that, and there will be an Annihilator, which is why I like to have the BFG, because he spawns right there. Kind of mean, honestly. And you don't really have a whole lot of cover to deal with him unless you like run over here. But even so, he can like shoot you through those gaps. So yeah. Probably the meanest trap in the level. But for the most part, they're not that bad. So we can press this, that will let us leave. And that is 2 of the 3 keys that we need. So we'll now head for the blue key, which is over here. There's some imps up here that I could kill, but we'll be coming up to where they are later, so I won't bother with them at the moment. Well, nice, I missed both of them. Tried to hit them both and missed them both. This switch here will lower these bars, and then we can grab another rocket launcher. And there's some imps here to kill. Guess we could shoot a BFG shot, why not? A little bit wasteful maybe, but you really do get a whole lot of cells in this one. There we go, use some more. And there are a lot of armor bonuses as well to grab. Yeah, this map has 213 items, but none of them are really difficult to find, I wouldn't say. Actually, there's more items than kills, I'm realizing. So this switch here will raise those platforms, as well as revealing an Astral Pac-Demon, and 2 sneaky lost souls that you'll probably have to deal with if you don't have the BFG for the Astral. Maybe if you're quick with the rocket launcher or plasma, but kind of up to fate or RNG as for how he'll act. So here are these imps that I was talking about will be reaching later. I actually accidentally shot this blue light here, which is the last secret. It opens that wall there. But I wanted to grab these items first, and the blue key, and then by pressing this switch, we can lower our mega armor down here. And there we go. That is everything in the map, so we can open up this room, press this switch, and that will open up to the exit. So here we are, here's the exit. And this is one of the few places other than like map 32, I think, that ends with like a normal teleporter. I mean, it's not actually a teleporter, but you know, it just ends with something like this rather than like something that transitions to the next level. Which I'm guessing is because map 19 was not finished until very late in Eviternity's development, which I learned actually pretty recently on Vitan's UV or D2 All of Eviternity 2. Dragonfly mentioned that. But yeah, anyways, that was Subterfuge by Ann Mutt and Dragonfly. Hopefully I'm saying that name correctly. But yeah, I believe this is Ann Mutt's only contribution to the WAD. So this map, it kind of reminds me of map 9 in a lot of ways. It's got like a pretty big open area with damaging floor that takes up, you know, a good portion of the level. Although map 9 was more linear, I would say, than this one. This one you can go for any of the keys in any order. But yeah, they both use like rad suits and damaging floor much more than the rest of Eviternity. So I don't think this one's a bad map. Like I said, I like the atmosphere and MIDI. I think the map looks really good, which, you know, I mean is true like across the board for Eviternity, but I think this one like specifically looks quite good. It's a little dark, I guess. It would be my only complaint. But I mean, considering that the sky is like pretty dark as well, I guess it kind of makes sense. I like the orange area where the Mega Armor secret was. That's kind of unique. The imp fight as well by the red key is fun. And I think there are maybe a few too many secrets, but the individual secrets themselves aren't bad. So yeah, pretty good map overall. Not my favorite, but not bad at all. Definitely lives up to the Eviternity standard. So yeah, I was speaking of map 19 earlier, and that one will be next, of course, so that is the other big map, quote-unquote, from Eviternity, much longer than its peers, along with map 32, so yeah, I'm gonna have to get to work practicing that one, and hopefully, it won't, like, kill me. I mean, you know, of course, hopefully I don't die while I'm recording, but hopefully it won't, you know, metaphorically kill me in real life by being, you know, too long or too difficult. I don't remember it being particularly more difficult than 32, but it's been a while since I played it, so yeah. Look forward to that one, and I will see you guys then, so bye-bye.